ace-6 suited. Ace is a little better. I don't really expect him to come over the top super late a whole bunch. By him, I mean the big blind. There's just no reason to. So if he comes over the top, he probably has a hand. Alright, ace-jack suited. If we were a couple positions later, I'd go for it. It may be a weak fold even where I am, but again, I just don't want to put my stack on the line with marginal hands early on here. All right. Okay, I've captured the beast. Alright, give me just a second. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, 10-2 we can let go. Jack 10's fine. 7-3. 10 seems like an easy shove. He's been raising and he only has about 10 big blinds. Here, kind of an interesting spot. I'm gonna go ahead and refer to stats on this. This guy hasn't 3-bet in 49 hands, and he's playing pretty tight. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold. And I'm almost positive that we certainly could have the best hand now, but that is irrelevant. And I'm gonna pull this one off into the other screen so I can see what that guy had. Not to be results oriented, but just to get an idea of the range of an 8-3 is 3-betting. Huh. Pretty strange hand. Ended up getting I'll pull up the last hand here. Oh, it doesn't show up, but oh yeah, we didn't even see a showdown. So C Melon actually bet like 300 into it and then pay me off donks folded. So I don't know what. I guess he had ace king. Maybe jacks. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what C Melon was betting with either. It was a pretty small bet, so kind of makes me think that I probably didn't have the best hand before the flop, but I probably did on the flop had I stayed in. And here, Jack 9 again. We got looks like a semi-aggressive player in the big blind. I don't really need to go crazy. Alright, so here ace-jack, I have no problem opening. I'll call this guy if he reshoves. Not because I think I'm ahead, but I'm actually going to make it 3x just so that it's an easier call. Sevens. Ugh, he flat called me. I didn't really expect that. Get time on the sevens. I'm going to check back this ace-jack. That's... I'm just going to fold here with the sevens. He checked again. I gotta kind of take a stab at this. I have no idea what he's flatting, then checking twice, then minute. Okay, this was ugly. All right, so I'd like to put a note on that guy, but I'm not even sure what to say. You know, he flat called and then checked and check raised the turn. Not a line you see a whole lot, but that's fine. You can kind of see even with 8 tables going, we're not that busy yet. The other day I played a set of these and I was playing like, you know, 3 or 4 where they were down to like, you know, I was either heads up, 3-handed, or on the bubble, and that was a little much. I'm gonna go ahead and make a shove here. Very standard, very easy shove. I was hoping to make this only a 2-part video, but I guess I tried to delay starting it until I had them all going, but I think it's going to end up being another 3-part. Unless things go terribly wrong here. I don't know, I think this is pretty transparent. I'm going to try it again though. No one's really falling for this. Here I'm just going to open shove. That way he can't kind of exploit me by coming back over the top if I raise. And that's why I think that this is kind of transparent when I make the small raise from the button. I'd probably almost get more calls if I just shoved. We have too much to shove, and I don't really want to raise into the big stack that can shove on me pretty wide. And I wouldn't be surprised from a reg if that's a trap. It'd be interesting to see what happens here. Okay, guess not. So let's take a note since that's a regular. I'm just gonna say limp folded late. Well, middle. And that's a pretty good note to have because my initial, and this looks like an okay shove, 9 big blinds. Maybe a little loose. Probably could fold it. It's probably okay, but we might be able to wait for a better spot. It's good to have any note on someone that you're going to see a lot of. And a6 we can just fold. And green doesn't mean good or bad or anything. That's just kind of the default note color. So I'm going to leave it there until I kind of see something that tells me whether this person is good or bad. Alright, easy fold. We're going to be getting in behind there a lot, and we don't want that at this stage. Alright, the 2's here. We're like 4 big blinds. We got an under the gun raise. But again, I still don't. It's probably bad. But I'm going to go ahead and fold it. And the 6 is here. I think we have some fold equity, and we're probably not doing too bad against their range either. And I'm just going to make it 400 to try and get this guy to put all his chips in. Yeah, so we did have fold equity, and we made a nice re-steal. Okay, so this guy min raises back over the top. That's our buddy the reg, so let's just make sure we go ahead and get it in here. He's probably got a real strong hand. Yeah, kings, so that's just a cooler. And he hits, so that's good for him. 10? Yeah, here it is. Alright, good game. Alright, so we managed to work things out there. And maybe we'll do it again. Imagine how frustrating that would be. And ace-4 looks like a good shove here. Now if we start getting heads up and three-handed on some of these, I'm going to have to spread them out a little bit, just so that I can see what the heck's going on. Alright, 10-7, we should do okay there. Oh crap. And we're going to shove these 8s. We'll probably, yeah, I mean, we kind of have to get it in here. We're below 10 big blinds with 8s. It's still 5-handed, so we're not just going to fold our way into the money here. And we don't want to induce a ton of action. Here, you know, I kind of just want to shove. It's going to be real tough to, I can't make it like 600 and then fold. I've got that 13 big blind stack, which is real tough to play. So, I didn't see what the heck was going on there. 6s? Is that what that is? I think we're okay. That might be a little bit of a big shove, but, and, you know, part of that's probably because I'm rushed. Here, this is probably a call. I'm not sure exactly how to weigh the fact that we're in pretty good position versus the fact that it's a call, but I'm gonna pass on this spot, and that certainly could be wrong. Here I'm gonna put it in with the Jack 8. Hopefully we get a fold. And King 5, same thing, looking for a fold. And hopefully, I mean, these guys are paying some attention or have stats or somewhere in the middle. That seems like it's pretty strong, although I don't know if that might just be a kind of like one of those tricks. I'm gonna let it go. Queen 7's an easy fold. Been put in a lot of tricky spots. I'm probably gonna go through and look at this set of tournaments and go through a bunch of these hands on my own. Maybe make a video about it, or maybe try to talk to someone who's a little better than me about it and find out what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. So, God, this is, I think, I almost think we have to call if they shove here. I could see people shoving a lot of smaller aces in these spots. Ace King, we'll get it all in, that's fine. Looks like we won that one. Go ahead, fold here. Did we win that? Yeah, looks like we won the, yeah, okay. We won. A7 we can fold. 5-handed, so 5-handed you still want to stay pretty tight, especially with short stacks. Once we get to the bubble we can open it up a little more profitably.